Let's talk about a core business assumption that's ready to be flipped on its head. What if your cybersecurity wasn't just a line item on a budget, not just a cost center, but a powerful engine for your company's growth? We're going to explore exactly how to make that shift happen.
So let's start with a really fundamental question. Right now, do you see your cybersecurity as this heavy shield that just kind of slows you down, or do you see it as a powerful engine that could actually be driving you forward? It's a huge distinction, and trust me, by the end of this, you'll see why it matters so much.
You know, pretty much every business out there is dealing with this digital double-edged sword. On one side, you have digital transformation. It's absolutely essential if you want to grow. But the flip side is that every single new technology you bring in introduces new and often really complex risks.
And that brings us right to the core challenge, doesn't it? It's this constant balancing act. How do you go all in on new tech to get that competitive edge, while also safely managing all the cyber risks that come with it? This is exactly where so many companies get stuck, and they start to see security as just a roadblock, what some people call a business inhibitor.
Okay, so as if that wasn't tricky enough, there's a whole other layer of complexity being thrown into the mix. We're talking about a daunting new wave of mandatory regulations coming out of the EU. And this isn't about suggested best practices anymore. This is about the law.
First on the list is NIS 2. The really important thing to get here is its focus. This directive is all about protecting critical infrastructure and essential services. It's raising the cybersecurity bar for entire sectors to make sure society's most vital functions are safe.
Next, there's DORA. Now you can think of this one as a special shield built just for the financial world. It's designed to make sure banks, investment firms, you name it, can withstand and bounce back from any kind of tech disruption.
And then you have the Cyber Resilience Act, or CRA. And this one is a big deal. The sheer scope of it is just incredible. It pretty much affects any company that makes any product with a digital component. We're talking everything from a smart fridge in your kitchen to complex industrial machinery on a factory floor. And you better believe the stakes for not complying are huge. This is not a slap on the wrist. We are talking about potential fines up to 15 million euros or 2.5% of your company's global turnover, whichever one is higher. So yeah, ignoring this is just not an option.
All right, so we've got the challenges, we've got this massive compliance pressure. It sounds like a lot of defense, right? Well, this is where we make the pivot. The most forward-thinking businesses out there are starting to reframe this whole landscape, not as a burden, but as a massive strategic opportunity for growth.
And this right here is that mindset shift in a nutshell. The old way, it saw security as just a cost center, a reactive defense, a technical roadblock. The new way completely reframes it as a competitive edge. It becomes a proactive strategy that actually builds customer trust and opens up real opportunities for growth. This is the transformation we're talking about.
And hey, this isn't just some high-level theory. It actually translates into concrete things you can do. It means using AI to make your security smarter. It means turning those mandatory compliance tasks into strong, long-term partnerships. I mean, think about it. Proving you can meet a tough regulation like DORA isn't just about avoiding a fine. It's a powerful marketing tool. It shows your clients how resilient you are and wins their trust.
So the big question is, how do you actually do this? How do you make it happen? Well, it starts with a practical playbook. Let's move from the what and the why to a really clear, actionable how.
The whole approach really boils down to this three-step framework. First step, governance. And no, this isn't about boring bureaucracy. It's about taking a brutally honest look at your unique situation. Where are our gaps, and what's the smartest way forward? Second, implementation. This is where the plan becomes reality. You actually deliver on that roadmap and make measurable improvements. And finally, operations. This part is so key. It's about weaving that security and resilience into your everyday work, so it's not some one-off project, but a sustainable advantage that just keeps paying off.
But look, a framework is only as good as the team behind it. You can have the best playbook in the world, but at the end of the day, it's the players on the field who make it all work. That human element, real expertise, is the most critical piece of this entire puzzle.
For a lot of companies, getting that top-tier leadership is a huge challenge. And that's where this idea of a virtual CISO, or vCISO, comes into play. It's a really practical way to get that C-level strategic guidance on risk, on compliance, on your whole security program, but without the huge cost of hiring a full-time executive.
So ultimately, the real solution here isn't just a framework, it's about partnership. You need experts who aren't just technically brilliant, but who also act as trusted advisors.
people who work efficiently with you to get high-impact results.
And don't just take my word for it. This is what that partnership looks like in the real world. This quote from the principal robot cybersecurity engineer at Anybotics says it all. The result wasn't just checking a box. It was better threat awareness, stronger controls, and less risk. That's real, tangible business value.
Here's another perspective, this time from a global security manager. Just listen to the words he uses. Can-do attitude, unending curiosity, valuable partner. It just goes to show that the best security outcomes come from a true collaborative relationship, not just a simple transaction. So, we'll end by turning that question back to you. We've gone through the challenges, the new regulations, and this critical mindset shift. We've even looked at a framework and why expertise is so important. So the question is, how will you take these ideas and turn your company's cyber risk into its next great competitive advantage?